Hello and welcome to another video with me, Virle, and let's delve into this. I don't want this video to be too long. I just want it to be cha, whatever that means for you. I want it to be precise and concise, all right? And this is a video about good news. In July, it was a very intense and stressful month for many of us, and also in June, or the end of June. Well, no, just the whole of June with all that Mars opposition with Pluto, Saturn and whatnot. But now in August, I've got good news for you. I already explained it in the monthly horoscopes, but because I think it's such a special, not special, but such a beautiful energy. Actually, yeah, it is quite special. That I want to emphasize it a bit so that we are ready now. When I give you the weather forecast, it's mostly like this is going to be intense. I mean, the last couple of months, it was always like that. And I thought, is it never going to change? And yes, it is. Now I can give you a good weather forecast. But it's also good to be prepared, right? It's also good to be open and to say, yeah, I'm ready to receive good energy here. I'm ready to receive that. And what is this all about? It is the energy that I'm talking about between, let's say, the 20th, 22nd of August up until the 6th, the 7th of September. So it's that pocket of time. I'm probably going to name it weekly horoscope or something. I don't know really what to do with the title. But anyways, from the last 2 weeks of August up until the first, second week of September. That is the pocket of time that I'm talking about, this hugely positive energy. And the energy is the following. It is a triangle, what we call the big triangle. And these trines here, these are three trines. These are three trines here. 1, 2, 3, okay? And now, trine energy is good energy. It flows for a change. It's not like squares and oppositions where you have to work hard and you kind of resist energy and all of that. No, this is about smoothly. So people who've got a lot of trines in their horoscope, we call it talents. These are things that we can do and we don't have to put a lot of energy. It just flows. And this energy comes our way. And it comes our way in an earth trine. So this is an earth trine. So it means all the elements of earth, which are Virgo, Taurus and Capricorn, because these are the earth signs. They're going to feel it, of course, very strongly, but every sign will feel it. It has a meaning. And a meaning of, as like fire trines and air trines have a meaning. A fire trine has a meaning of inspiration, of creativity, of passion. The air trine has a meaning of connecting and communicating. The earth trine has a meaning of manifesting. It's like, I don't know a lot about tarot. Really, I don't. But I think it's like a bit the magician. It has all its tools there and its wisdom and it can do whatever it wants. So it's a lot about realizing, manifesting stuff. And I'll break it down into the separate signs for you in a minute, from Aries up until Pisces. But this is energy which is about manifesting for sure. So in a particular way of our life, we are all going to feel that manifesting stuff is easier now. It's easy when we go with the flow. And on the other hand, there's an element of passion, because we have Venus conjunct Mars here. There's an element of stability. We have Saturn here. And there's an element of excitement and innovation because of Uranus. So these are tremendously good aspects. Now, Venus-Mars conjunction is in the beginning of Virgo. 3 to 4 degrees of Virgo. Something like that. And we're going to have on the 30th of August a new moon there, bang on this Venus-Mars, well, not bang on, but very close to it. So because the new moon is around, I think, 6 or 7 degrees of Virgo. So it's an emphasizing of a lot of Virgo energy, but Virgo is down to earth, it's analytical, it has, Mars in Virgo, it knows what it wants. It knows what it wants, it has the desire there, Venus, the passion. Venus conjunct Mars is passion and energy, creative energy, the energy that you feel that you are alive. It's sexual energy, it's creative energy, it's I go for it, and it's like on the one hand, the giving and the taking. It's the balance, you could say. Although people with Venus conjunct Mars in a natal chart, it's not always that balanced. But now here it is because of these trines here. Anyway, and Virgo is very down to earth, and it's realistic. It wants something in this world. Okay, so this is not about being on your cushion and idealizing and all of that. No, this is realization. That's the beauty of this trine. And so something for all of us, very inspiring, something that we're very passionate about, and that we have the tools now to make it happen because of Saturn. So whether it is relationships or for some people, it's going to be relationships, like for the Pisceans, for instance, and for the Virgos, it's a lot about relationships. For others, it will be about work, for instance, but the thing is, the Saturn thing means that long lasting. It's long lasting, it's down to earth, it's with the feet on the ground. And it's responsible, it's mature energy, this passion here that I'm talking about. And for a person, for a subject, for a situation, for a project, for creativity, you name it. And then Uranus here is the innovator. It wants something, it's a bit the opposite of Saturn, but it wants something new. It wants something exciting. It wants to say yes to life. It wants to innovate. It wants to be the intuitive and the liberator. So when you would talk about a relationship, for instance, and a relationship takes place or starts with this energy, wow, this is amazing. This is amazing because it has and the stability and the creativity, and it's in this life. It's about true love, so to speak, but it's also not boring. It's also, we have the energy of renewal and excitement and liberation and doing our individual thing, so to speak. So, wow, I could talk hours and hours about this energy, but I think you get the point. I don't want to make it too complex. It's very easy. It's practical energy, it's manifesting energy, and it's energy about passion that is not just in our heads. It's, as my neighbor said, one day he said, I want to be with my head, with my brain in the air, and with my feet on the ground. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So let's get to the signs here. Let's get to Aries. Now for Aries, this is all in your earth houses. So this is not only an earth trine, it's also happening for you if you have an Aries rising. I mean, use the rising signs. If you have a lot of planets in Aries, you can use this forecast or this weather forecast, so to speak, as well. But it resonates mostly with your ascendant. So if you are Aries, is this a little fly here? Orbs, flies, what the hell is going on in this room? Anyway, now this is about this is for a lot of you about work. This is for a lot of you about work, and if you're not working, it could be around, or it is about your health and your day-to-day routines. There is something about your sixth house, because that's where all the Virgo energy is. There's something about that is bubbling up, more passion there. Maybe you want to have a new job. My goodness me, this is a great time for you Aries people, because Uranus in the second house is helping you, and Saturn in the 10th house is helping you. So you can be that authority. Whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, you're going to do it with a lot of responsibility, but at the same time with a lot of excitement. So whatever it is for you on the work level, Aries, there is a new beginning starting, because as well, the new moon is happening there with the Venus conjunction. So this symbolizes a new start. So if you're into a new routine, if you want to work more or you want to work less, it doesn't matter. A new routine when it comes to work, it's on, and you're going to enjoy it, and it's going to be long lasting, it's going to be exciting, and off you go. You could also find love at the work office, for instance, because of Venus. Mars is very, very passionate. Again, it's very Uranian, it's very exciting, but at the same time it's serious with Saturn there. So off you go. When it comes to your health, it's very good when you have been ill, for instance, or you have been having some problems with your day-to-day routines that consider health. There is a new beginning there. It's a good time to start a new, I don't know what, a fitness regime. I don't like the word regime, but you know, it is, you know, the sixth house is a house of repetition and a house of doing things on a day-to-day level, so that you can enjoy other things in life that are way more important for you. So good for you, Aries people. Then we have the Taurus, the Taurians. You are a fellow earth sign of the Virgo, so you will benefit one of them. You're the sign that is going to benefit one of the most of that. Because if you're going to have planets around, let's say 0 up until 15 degrees of Taurus, that's the half of the Taurians actually, you're going to feel it tremendously. And this is like, this is all happening in your 5th house. So if you're a single Taurian, wow, this could be a new relationship. This could be you falling in love and being very passionate and finding that true love. You know, true love is love of, I give that person space, Uranus. I give them the liberty to be who they are. But Saturn, I also have the responsibility to work on this relationship, to start a family, or whatever it is that you want to do together. So very good energy for the single Taurians. On another level, this could also be a new project. This could also be a child. If you want to have a child, this could be it. You know, this could be it. Or you could get pregnant, or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, your girlfriend or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your wife or whatever. A woman can get pregnant during these days. And another level, when you do have a relationship, it can mean like that you're going for a baby, you know, it can mean something like that. On another level, when you are in a relationship, it could mean that maybe you are in a relationship for like 5 years and you're saying, oh, it's getting dull here. Wow, away is the dullness here. Because there's something about you that you feel, that's freshness, Uranus in your sign, and your vision, maybe you're going to travel together. If you're going to, because Saturn is in your 9th house, wow, it's going to be really giving you a lot of understanding of your own opinions, understanding of your own visions, understanding of who you are, basically. And that's very, very nice energy to have. So go and travel if you can around that period of time. If not, another possibility is starting a new business. You know, these are the fire houses, by the way, that are activated for all the earth signs. It's a bit complex, isn't it? Earth and fire. But when we have earth and fire like this is the vision and this is the realization. So you're the lucky ones, you Taurians. If you have a certain idea about a project, about something that you want to do with work, or starting a new company or whatever it is, this is a good timing. This is a fantastic timing to start it up. Of course, you have to see your whole chart. These are general horoscopes, but basically the energy there to start something new, to create something new, maybe with people from abroad, with the 9th house as well, and seeing it at a big platform, having a big vision, and you can make it true. So for a lot of Taurians, this is not about a relationship, this is about a project, this is about an idea that you want to establish, and you're going to have a lot of success. But also on relationship level, good energy, whether you're single or not. Another sign is the Gemini, the next sign. This is happening in your water houses. So for the Geminis, it's more about emotional stability. And isn't that always welcome in this world, you know, where emotions and where we're living in a world with a lot of fear, and we're living in a world with a lot of anxiety. And you Geminis and the other fellow air signs as well, you are going to benefit of that security, feeling that security in your emotions. And for you in particular, Gemini, this is happening in your 4th house of your core, your emotional core, your emotional stability. It's like being home everywhere. It's like, you know that feeling when you're, maybe you don't know that feeling, but whilst you're traveling and you say, oh, I don't have the food or the products or that I'm using of my home country, and I want this because I feel home. You won't need that. You feel home everywhere because you are home in yourself, so to speak. So this is a new beginning, a new start of emotional security for the Geminis. And this is really, really fine. It is how to connect with yourself, basically. It's how to connect on a deepest emotional level with yourself. And with you, yourself and I. And actually also with a link to your ancestors, because the 4th house is the house of your roots, so to speak. So you will feel very rooted there. Although these are all water houses, it's down to earth. So good for you, Gemini. So it's for the Geminis, it's more on a bit on a psychological level. You feeling very strong, basically, on an emotional level. And from there, you can do whatever you want to do, of course, or you have more strength. Of course, we're not gods, but you have more strength to do what you want to do. Cancerians, this is happening in the air houses. So all the water elements, and you are one of them, Cancer. You've been having quite, a lot of Cancerians have been having quite a challenging time lately with all the eclipses and all that stuff. But now comes the understanding and the connecting with other people. So there's an emphasis on your 3rd house, which is, and also on your 11th house, your 7th house. These are all the social houses. So if you've been saying to yourself, lately, I'm not having a social life, this is the moment. There is a new start here. So your 3rd house is the way that you think, the way that you communicate, and it's getting a boost. You're getting passionate. For those of you who want a bit more social activity, it's on. It's going to be on. Of course, do things yourself. I always say that you don't have to wait and be passive and all of that. That's not what astrology is for. Sometimes you have to work with the astrology. So give it a bit of a hand by connecting with other people. 3rd house is online. It is also short trips. It is traveling, short trips. It is learning, write yourself, get into a new course, or you teaching, or you learning something new. It's great energy for that. And it's great energy to connect with other people, basically. Whether you are single or not, to meet new people, to connect with new people, and to feel, because it's in air here, to feel that there is an understanding. There is like-minded people coming together, so to speak. When you have, for instance, the idea of starting up a channel, a YouTube channel, a blog, a website, wow, this is fantastic energy. It's going to explode, so to speak, because of all this Mars conjunct Venus in Virgo. So it's going to be precise, it's going to be analytical, it's going to be, very practical as well with the new moon there. Go for that. So all these things, for you, it's on a very social level. So enjoy that. Leos, this is about down to earth. You are a fire sign, and it's happening in your earth houses. It's happening in your 2nd house. Wow, this is fantastic. A lot of Leos have been having a hard time with last year, the Mars return there and the Venus retrograde, sorry. The Mars retrograde, the Venus retrograde, and now just the new moon happened in Leo, again squaring up to Uranus. You had a lot of tags there. Of being forced about what are your desires, what do you want really in life. And now you have the time to implement this. You have the opportunity to implement it. The 2nd house is not only a money house. It is indeed a money house. So for some of you, it will mean that you're going to hustle for the money and you're going to attract lots of it, or hopefully a bit more than you expected. But for most of you, I think it has to do with your value. It has to do, the 2nd house is a value house. What do you value? What do you think is valuable, of great value, and what is not? And Virgo is about practicality. So the things that are not going to be practical for you, go. So you could make a shift and a whole new start of new assets, of very practical resources that you want to acquire. It is related to your work in the 10th house and also in the 6th house, your day-to-day routines, day-to-day work. There's something about your work as well, that you have an opportunity to to go up a level, so to speak, and you have an opportunity to improve your work as well. So do it. The Virgos now. Virgo, my goodness me, it's wow, it's good to be a Virgo. I can't wait, you know, me being also a Virgo, Sun in Virgo. And, you know, it's like all the emphasis is on you. Depending on if you have a Sun in Virgo, for instance, or a Moon in Virgo, look at what house it is in. Because the houses are going to tell you the area of your life that you are shining there. You know, Virgo, it is in your first house. It's about you. You're going to be attracting people towards you. It's not going to be that difficult to manifest for you. On the contrary, if you know what you want, and most Virgos do, unless you have at the moment a very strong Neptune transit going on, which is possible, but anyways, normally Virgos know what they want. They know what they want to focus on. Just do your thing. You know, hold your integrity there. Do what you want to do, and you're gonna have success for sure. These are the fire houses. So again, like the Taurians, if you want to manifest something new creatively, a website, a project, a business, it is time now. It is time. People are watching you and they are liking it, what they are seeing. You are being you. Just be you. I'll always be you, of course, but now you've got, like, sometimes it's not easy to be the Virgo, because Virgo is a very shy sign, and it's very shy. It doesn't have that much self-esteem. But when it feels empowered, it can do so much. It can do so much for this world, to be of service for other people in a very good way. And it's really your heart chakra that is activated here. So also to fall in love, it is a good way, you know. You don't have to do a lot there. People will come to you. So let people come to you when you are single. Let just be you, and you'll see who comes there. And so on a relationship level, it's good because you're getting, you feel the connection there, and you feel that you are in your power, in your strength, and that is a wonderful feeling, isn't it, you dear Virgos? So go for it, and go for the inspiration. You're gonna feel a lot more inspired than normal. Again, it's the combination of earth and fire, and that's a wonderful combination to have, because it's the insight and the intuition together with making it happen. And that's what Virgos are all about. They want to make things happen. They just don't want to talk about astrology. They want to see that it works. You see what I mean? Okay, Librans. This is again happening in water houses. So for you Librans, this is about a lot. For you Librans, it's about letting go. A lot for you Librans, it's about reloading the battery. A lot. This is all happening in your 12th house, by the way. So a huge opportunity to get rid of bad habits, you know, to get rid of them. And you say, not anymore. I don't want to smoke anymore. Or whatever it is that you don't want to do. I don't want to do video games anymore. Or whatever. And it's going to come to you way more smoothly than normal because of this earth support that you are getting. So go and spend some time alone. I'm not going to say that you don't have to connect with other people, but go and spend some time alone, because this is the 12th house, the house of reloading your batteries, the house of, you know, just being that, and the fly is coming back here, this little fly here. It's again, I'm talking about 12th house, water houses, you know, connections with the unseen world. I don't want to kill this fly, of course, but you know, I'm annoyed by it. I'm just that my moon in Virgo reaction is there. You're just the opposite, aren't you, Librans? You are all about fairness there. You are all about, hey, let's just be peaceful and let's understand each other. But now it is a time for you. It is a time to reload your battery. I can't put it in other words. So, and if you do that, you're going to have better connections. You're going to have better, more energy for your work, for your children, whatever, and etc. So reload the batteries, dear Librans. Scorpios, this is a social time for you, you dear Scorpios. Scorpios, they don't need it to be with hundreds of people every day, every single day. They don't need it. But now you've got the opportunity to connect. And that's what a Scorpio wants. It wants to connect, but on a deep level. On the Scorpio level. So on the depths of the depths. And not just superficiality. But it is about connect. It's all happening in your 11th house. So this is the house of networking, of like-minded people. And your 7th house, 3rd house is activated. So again, for you, if you do want to build up a new organization, if you want to be and you leading, I would say, because of Mars there, the new moon there could be really you being in the limelight with a certain association, organization, with your friends, that you're being very active, or you're just starting a forum, or you're starting a YouTube channel, or you're starting something with other people, or reconnecting with lots of friends, or having a very powerful, interesting new friendship coming on. This is amazing for the Scorpions, because they need that deep connection. And as this is in Earth, you're gonna feel that it's not just fluffy, that it's very deep indeed. So for the Scorpios, there is, especially the Scorpios that have felt them, that bit alone there. The Scorpio is sometimes misunderstood. They're so deep, they understand everyone, a bit like the Pisceans. They understand everyone, but not everyone understands them. This can change. This has an opportunity to be open. Be open for new connections there. You could have some really, really support there from like-minded people and enjoy it. Sagittarians, this is happening in your work houses, in your 10th house of work. So what the heck are you doing there? So for some of you Sagittarius, the 10th house is the most visible point, you could say, of all the houses. So you could be in the spotlight. You could be, in the public. You could do, for instance, a YouTube video and it goes viral, for instance. Or you could do a meeting and you run that meeting and it's very successful and it gives you a lot of not only recognition, but also in business, if you are in business, it can give you a lot of support there and a lot of new business and old business together. So when it comes to work, it's tremendously good. If you want to change a job, if you want to have a promotion, if you want to do something totally new that is daring, Uranus, but that is also quite with the feet on the ground, Saturn, go for it, So for Sagittarians, it's not so much about relationships, it's more about work, it's more about your status, how you want to be seen at. If you say I'm 75, I don't work anymore, it's about what you want to deliver to society, whether that is raising your grandchildren or whatever it is. It's about your position here, and there's something about you that is very much seen in a very quality kind of way, because it's in Virgo. The Capricorn, so enjoy it. The Capricorns is amazing because you are a fellow earth sign, so enjoy that. I think for the Capricorns, it is time for that new vision. It is time for a new travel if you can. It is time for a new opinion and standing your ground when it comes to your opinion, having a lot of ideas, launching a book, a website, something to do with the foreign countries as well, if you would want that. But the main thing is, it could be just that you're traveling towards a certain country, and that opens up your mind, and you change because of that in a very practical way. So for Capricorns as well, the best energy ever. You could fall in love with someone from abroad with Venus there. So if you're single, go abroad, or go abroad. And learning a new language could be the thing as well, So do that, and from that, new things will start. You probably think, oh, it's just for a hobby, but maybe it's more. Very good energy. For the Aquarians, the water houses. So for the Aquarians, this is about your emotions. This is about your psychology. This is about deep understanding of yourself. Wow. So this is on a deeper level. Again, not so much connected to other people or situations. It's connected to you on a very, very deep level. You Aquarians, you become deep. You become, or more deep if you are already deep. You become very deep. You become very, very oriented towards self-development, self-knowledge. Wow, this is like, woo, I know myself so well now, or so much better than a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago. And because of that, you make easier choices, for sure. So for the Aquarians, focus there. There could be also on a money level, there could be good things happening when it comes to money that you share with someone else, money from other people. That you get in some money there, could be the fact as well, and you're really, really liking it. That's on a more basic level, but it could be the fact. Now, last but not least, the Pisceans. Wow, this is all happening in your 7th house of relationships. If you are a Piscean, between 0 degrees and 15 degrees of Pisces, somewhere there, so that's half of the Pisceans, you are single, I don't know what's going to happen, but this is it. This is it. This is true love coming your way. With what I talked about in the beginning, you know, the Uranian love, which is exciting. And then it's down to earth as well. So for the single people, you just go out there. Go out there. There's certainly going to be at least one person catching your eye. And for those of you who have a relationship, it could be that you find yourself again, or you're doing exciting things. So you have the relationship, but you're doing the excitement as well. So it's good for all Pisceans when it comes to relationships, especially the ones who had rough times considering relationships. So it's all other people for the Pisceans. It's also good for you to reach out to other people, to not just sit there, because it's you who needs to reach out. So if someone is catching your eye, reach out to them. And there's a new moon there, so there could be a new relationship, a new connection, but that is giving you a lot more than just love. You know, that is giving you a lust for life. You know, it's very passionate energy, but that also gives you stability. You know, and that's what we all after, aren't we? I mean, not all, but you know, if you want to have a long-term relationship, you want it to be long, but you also want it to be exciting. You know, like Esther Perel is a relationship therapist. I think she's Belgian. She's Belgian, by the way, just like me. And she is talking about this. So you are one of those signs that is, you know, it's possible. It's possible. So, and it's an earth sign. It's real. It's real. So be open to that. Thank you so much for watching, dear astrology lovers. And if you want to have a reading, just get in touch and enjoy that big earth trine. Thank you. Bye-bye.